We're not good at saying goodbye.
We're not. We suck at saying goodbye.
We suck at
Hello is
saying goodbye.
so much sweeter.
Just pretend like mine's Dr. Pepper. I know
Mm.
I am.
Mm.
It's not as good as Dr. Pepper. It's pretty dang good.
Oh man! So this week, I was reading. I guess it's the thing to go to other countries and have a wedding. Have you heard about this? Like not getting married in your own country. I
Nah,
read about
man.
this
Why would you
guy
do
that
that?
man, I just wanted to say I do. You know what I'm saying? I was so poor that I couldn't have made plans. I didn't plans. I'm reading about this. Read about this happened in Indonesia. These families travel down there to wed off their children.
Okay.
The groom, though, the groom in question, the offender here, he shows up at the wrong wedding with his best man, his groomites or groomies.
I guess I could see this, man, because they can't see the bride, right? Bad luck.
That's
So
true, right? Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. So the guy's like, they're in another country, and they jump in the car, and somebody punches up Google Maps. It specifically says Google Maps, so we know it wasn't Apple or Waze getting them lost.
I like how they threw Google Maps under the bus.
Yeah, well, they did, man. It was on Google News too. So yeah, um they type in, whatever they thought the name of the wedding place was, but so many times how you search for something, but somebody else has paid more money, so their thing pops up first. Same thing happened to them with the map. They type in the right place, but it thinks it wants them to go, or it takes them to the other one because that, anyway, they end up at the wrong wedding. They get out, recognize nobody, don't care because they didn't think they was going to recognize anybody at their own wedding, I guess. They're drinking a punch, man. They're up step to the front, trying to check it out, looking for the places to stand. Everybody's ready. Groom's mom walks around the corner and says, "Son, where are you? Who are you?"
Son, you are sure handsomer than last time. Welcome to the family.
And if the day wasn't already bad enough, when they finally get this figured out and they tell him he's at the wrong place and he leaves, I'm sure, rather embarrassed. If it wasn't bad enough, the groom that's supposed to be there, that should have been taking care of this, well, he had to stop and take a 10-200.
10-200.
Yeah. He shows up and, everybody's like, where have you been? We've been waiting on you. We just almost married your bride off to the wrong dude.
Man.
Yeah, nothing to say, but man, I'm sorry to take a dump.
Almost late to his own way. Of course, you can't hold that in, man. That's a big day.
I was so surprised. Like, how did he not even? He didn't even. Maybe they didn't have wedding rehearsal, but they got there and it didn't even. I understand not recognizing people. I don't know any of my wife's family, but man, like you know.
Dang, man, that sounds like a real life version of the Hangover. I just wonder, like, how much alcohol had they been drinking since they got where they were at?
It didn't say anything about that, but I bet you're right, man. They probably were. They're probably wasted.
I mean, I bet old boy came in and he was like, hair of the dog, man, hair of the dog. If I drink enough of this, maybe I'll be sober enough to have this wedding. But obviously, man, like you said, they're sitting there drinking it up, relaxing, and don't even realize none of these people look like my family. Nah.
Nope.
Keep it going.
Just kept on drinking, man.
Keep on keeping on.
Hitting that punch.
Man. What a story.
Completely left field here.
Completely left field.
I've started recently following people on Facebook that are, have some notoriety. Maybe they're famous. And I started following The Rock about a year ago. First, it was pretty cool. I'm really starting to think that I may just have to unfollow him. So, I believe it was Newsweek has done a poll about how many people would like to see Rock run for president. And the Newsweek poll found that 46% of its pollees wanted Rock to win. And Mr. I used to really like him, but now is very full of himself, Rock, posts this article and says how flattered he is, and he doesn't say he's not running.
So, Rock, if you're listening, if you want to spend like the next 2 years getting deeply involved in politics, gaining an understanding of the issue, and pretty much like not making any money and taking the biggest pay cut in human history, Sure, give it a shot. But you realize that's 250,000 a year, not a day. It just tells me how like our populace is now based more upon like name recognition versus brain cells. Because not no offense to Rock, I don't mean negative towards you, but where are like the extremely intelligent, smart, like people who run major corporations? Why are we not asking like guys who have made great companies to take on the government? I mean,
Well, I don't know that Brock's not even one of those guys. I think he is. You know, he's bought the XFL, and he's got a very successful vodka company going now. He
yeah,
claims he spends most of his time in business meetings anymore. He doesn't really have much time for movie making, which he still is cranking out a few movies this year. And he's a very devout father. I mean, he's got a lot of good qualities. There's a lot of things I like about Rock.
but I think that for the majority of Americans, we're not ready for someone who simply doesn't care about what letter is sitting next to that person's name. They're just ready for someone who truly cares about America.
Yeah, I agree.
So if Rock, if that's you, man, please like start. As you said, there's a lot of great things about Rock. If that's you, please start showing that. Like let the world know that man, you're going to be here to heal the country. And I hope that President Biden and Vice President Harris can be those people for the next 2.5 years, maybe going forward for another four. Because the truth is as I'm about to make my station go back to America, it has been great being here. And the only time I hear about politics is about the few Americans that are here. I mean, if you told me, hey, this is what's going on right now in the States, I wouldn't even know because
Yeah. Well, why
I've
does it
been
matter?
taken
Yeah, you're
stayed
in like
away
a whole
from
other
it.
country. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so yeah, I just hope great things are happening in my stead. Biden called me last week and said, "Hey, Jason, man, I'm taking care of your country for you. Thanks, big man. I knew you would." And he was like, "No problem." So I trust him. I mean, he's looking after United States for him. I
Mm.
appreciate it. Awful nice of him. Least he can do as the president. But anyways, hey, so the other day, man, changing topics on you. The other day, going through boxes in my office, and I find a little brown box, man. It's like this big, it's wide. It's an MRE, meal ready to eat. And I stare at it, and it said it was lemon flavored tuna. No, nope. It was made in 1980, Ted. You want to crack that open and take
They're
a bite
like,
of that bad boy?
you mean like lemon pepper tuna, maybe?
Maybe. Could have been. It didn't last that long. It found its way to the trash pretty quick. I was afraid to open it, man. That's tuna. Not tuna left out for like 20 minutes doesn't smell good, much less 40 years. So
Have you ever
yeah,
gone through? I hate to. I just got a little, little tangent here. Have you ever gone
yeah,
through an old battleship from like World War II? And you ever been on an old ship from World War II or so? They like a museum
yeah,
ship, and always
yeah,
in the
yeah.
galley, they've always got like cans of whatever they might have eaten back then.
Right,
And they look
right.
like they haven't been opened. They look like it's still like pork and beans from
Yeah, yeah,
1947.
yeah. They're called Oh, keep going. I'll remember. Go ahead.
I just want to open one so bad because I just know it's good still.
Um, when I was in Iraq the last time, we got Navy rats or rights or something. And it was, man, like you said, you popped it open, you took your knife, man, you just stabbed and ate.
Yeah.
And like at first, like, oh, this is so cool. Then like the third bite, you're like, maybe I'm not this hungry. I've been trying to lose some weight. Maybe this is the opportunity.
So flavors for MREs, huh? I haven't eaten as many MREs as you have. I've had a few, but I'm here to tell you something that doesn't belong in an MRE: spaghetti. Just
There's actually 3 different types.
oh, no.
Yes, sea rats. That's what they're called. Sea rats.
Okay.
No kidding. It's short for sea rations, but you don't want to eat a sea rat. I'm just telling you, it's not a good idea. Spaghetti. You're right. Honestly, I think anything fish should not be in the MRE.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
I mean, I think MRE. I could handle a steak. Like a good porterhouse or some potatoes on the side.
So my favorite MRE food is what's in every single one. old cracker and some squeezed cheese.
Oh.
I can throw that squeeze. It's not real cheese, man. I don't know what it is, but it's got calories in it. It fills you up. It
Yeah.
doesn't make you hungry for. Oh, if I can get some peanut butter and some cheese, woo, 10. Put them two big crackers together, make a little sandwich. You just eat that thing down. It's dry as a bone. You better have 2 waters with you. And you
I read in my no show prep here. I rated the most requested or the best is Chili Mac.
Oh yeah. Oh, Chili Mac's where it's at, man. It tastes just right out the box at Walmart. I don't even explain it to you. It just does.
That's what it says, man.
The other one is beef soup.
Yeah, I think I've seen that on the list. Yeah,
beef stew.
Beef stew.
Stew? Yeah.
I can see beef stew. You know, I think that could transition well, and it should heat up good. You know, carrots and potatoes. Ooh, yeah.
No, it's not that much. No, that's more like it's the mush that tastes good. I don't go crazy right now. It's mush, but it tastes good, and it has M&Ms in it.
M&Ms in the stew?
Well, no, it comes with a packet of them.
Yeah, man, M&M, the original Battlefield candy. Gotta have M&Ms.
I was teasing Paige before I came that I was going to find an MRE that had whole milk in it. Like, oh, the powdered kind. Powdered? No, not powdered. No, the solid type. Starts out liquid, it's nice and solid. She was like, "Oh, it's so nasty." Yeah.
Think about them astronauts up there living in space for a year, you know, and that's pretty much all they get to eat is like, it's not MREs, but still like dehydrated.
And it just didn't come in like a toothpaste container like thing, and they just.
I mean, some of the stuff they eat is like that. They squeeze it out, but most of it's dehydrated. They have a huge kitchen down in Houston. All the food that goes to space goes through Houston. It doesn't go through anywhere else.
Really?
It's a crazy process. I mean, first you have to like come up with something that might taste good, and then they run it through a process where it removes bacteria and things that you wouldn't necessarily want to be in a controlled atmosphere in space.
Right.
And then when they rehydrate it, it has to taste good.
Yeah.
I kind of figure though it's like cheap wine, like you only serve the good stuff on the first round, and then after that it doesn't matter anymore. That's what I figured.
Right. So Houston, all right.
Things that don't belong in MREs, man. I hate to steal yours, but it's so good. Maybe you should just say it. You're
No, go ahead.
Sushi.
Yes. It does not belong in MRE. No go.
No good.
No go.
So can you get like some Mexican food in MREs? They sell.
Yeah, there's Mexican. You got tacos.
Yeah,
but it doesn't come with a taco. It's just the meat. You put the flavor in there, and you just it's not bad.
Yeah.
And then there's like a tortilla one, and instead of a tortilla, it's just like a cracker thing you put the stuff on. But yeah, it's basically just spicy.
No pollo asada.
No asada. No asada.
Yeah, that's no bueno, man. I got to have some pollo asada, man. That's where it's at.
Yeah. So this was all just educational to me, and so I did that whole 4 weeks without food.
Yeah.
Man, we became connoisseurs, man. We had like a full 3-4 like a 9-foot pallet of these things, and we were like, oh man, we're gonna know which flavors are good. This isn't gonna be bad at all, man. Like 4 days in, we're just like throwing the ones we don't like in the corner, and like 28 days in, we're like going to that corner pulling stuff out. Maybe this ain't so bad. And then like the last, like when we knew we were going home, like 5 days out, it became like, can I go 5 days without food? Do I really need to eat what's left here? Like that's when I developed my cracker mentality. Cracker something. Just eat it down. Yeah. It's funny, they don't say this, man, but like they're actually really bad for you. You may not know this.
Really?
Yeah, they'll spike like you get your blood taken and they test like for all the old people stuff like cholesterol and all that fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you've been eating those for a majority of like the last year and you go get that test taken, your doctor calls you herself, not the nurse, and they're like, "What have you done to your body?" And you're just like, "I'm feel great. What are you talking about? And then you get to eat like terrible food to compensate. Yeah, it's no fun. Yeah, apparently you can't eat 500 calories of like condensed food with all those things in it, so it stays good, and then it not affect your body.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but no, still, I'm just glad we didn't have like peppered flavored cod or something in there. Probably no good.
Cream spinach.
Oh yeah, mincemeat pie or something like.
Hey,
No.
I love minced meat. Hey, hey.
Yeah, yeah, you wouldn't want an MRE. It's only 30 years old. It's probably still got the mint.
There's no meat in it, right? It's just apples and raisins.
Actually, that probably wouldn't be bad because that probably would be good. Actually, you're right.
Yeah, it's just apples and raisins and spices like chai and stuff. It's really good. I mean, I think
actually, honestly, like that should be every MRE. That sounds like it'd stay good the entire time. I was wrong. I was out. I was wrong on that.
I haven't had it in MREs though. It could taste horrible. I don't
know. But yeah, man. So I got hired at a new job. They're opening back up. Yeah. That's awesome. Nose place. Great paper company. Yeah. If anybody's looking for a job, man, just hit me up.
Hit you up. You gonna sell some paper?
Yeah. They're looking for a manager.
Yeah.
Yeah. Low expectations though. I heard like as long as you don't like sexually harass the staff, you're pretty much in.
Oh well, I mean, I'm sure that's acceptable anywhere, isn't it?
That's true. That's true. It doesn't take much. Doesn't take much. Hey, so speaking of jobs, have you ever been you ever like checking your resume and trying to figure out like, hey, have I been to when you're looking down, not the job you're at right now. Nobody loves the job they're at right now. Nobody loves the job they're at until they're somewhere else. But do you ever wonder like what is the interviewer looking at when they see my resume? So I was reading an article and it said that if you've been at a job less than 18 months, you should gut it out for the 18 months. They also said if you really enjoy your job, don't worry about being fired until 18 months, because apparently it goes both ways. Did you know you can like look up your company to find out like what their average rate of stay, I guess, is like the average time they keep employees?
I've seen that before. Yeah, I don't know where to find it per se, but I've seen
apparently it's a bad mark on a company if they fire you in less than 18 months. It basically says they didn't give you an opportunity to provide the kind of quality that the company should give you. And if you stay at a company for 18 months before you move on, that is like the bare minimum amount of time it takes you to absorb everything they can teach you. But the sweet spot is 4 years. So they said if you've been at a job over 3 years and less than 5, you might be on the way out. You don't even know it. They said that most companies, now most is the key word there because it doesn't give a percentage and it doesn't say like what industries, but it says most companies will get rid of employees between the 4 and 6 year mark and then anytime after 12 years. And they said the reason is that they want innovation. They want you to move forward and create new things. And then if you've been at the same company or the same job, if you're moving up to different positions or more responsibility, this doesn't apply to you.
Yeah.
If you've been doing the exact same thing for 4 years and you haven't moved up, there's a pretty good chance your company is not looking to keep you. They just haven't told you yet. And the same goes for you. If you've been doing the same thing for 4 years and your company's not giving you the opportunity to move up, it's time to apply for another job that gives you more opportunity.
Yeah. I would think though that the 18 months it can't be. I mean, I'm sure it fits in a lot of jobs, but like in the sales position, the sales kind of job, if you haven't made it, in my job, I think that in transportation, that a person really doesn't become effective until they've been there a year. There's just so much to know and understand. There's so many different customers and procedures. So I think the 18 months is probably about right. Because I think it really takes you should be able to show that you have initiative rather quickly, but to be an effective employee, I believe that starts at the year mark. So 18 months, I think is fair. But if you're in sales, if you can't just like hit the ground running and start selling something, you're in the wrong job anyway, especially because your livelihood is based on your sales, not hourly. And I really hate how our industry has become so. There's no loyalty,
No loyalty.
and that's so awful, man. That's something that you enjoy in the service. The camaraderie and the fact that they pretend like they want to continue to reap on their investment. And so many companies, man, they're ready to just check you out the door. You hit a little rough spot in your life and you can't be at work every day for a couple of weeks and shit. They're ready to hand you
So
your keys.
for us, we really don't get our money back. The last time I did a manpower survey, we do not see a penny of earning from you until you've been in the military for 6 years. It just costs so much money to bring someone up to par, to just get them the tools they need to do the job and the understanding. So they literally say, like, you do not earn a penny until your 6-year mark.
Yeah.
Which is sad because most people don't ever get there. Like, most people just call it a day at 4 years, which I don't blame them. To teach their own. But it's just crazy to me. Like, when I read that, I thought, like, we're not being efficient. But there's just so much. Like you were talking about, it takes a year. I mean, there's just so much to learn.
I think most jobs are paid disproportionately. I think they just pay what they can just to keep people. I don't think I don't think anybody's paid what they're worth. I've often mused, especially in my past job. I just imagine how much money do I make for the company for them to be willing to pay me what they pay and pay complete, paid benefits and vacation. Like, how much am I making them? They're happy to have me here. Just excited, man. They're doing like doing a dance. I think that's the case in a lot of places. That and I'm not trying to make it like a break even. The idea is kind of make somebody some money. I'm not trying to make it a 1-to-1 here.
Right.
If I did, I'd be self-employed, and I have no desire to do that.
Yeah, the article basically said that if you feel like you're a really good quality employee and you don't feel like you're being challenged or you don't feel like you're getting paid enough, that when you are serious about looking for a new job, and I think that is the key to the article, when you are serious about it, that you should go to your employer with your current resume that you have built and said, guys, this is who I feel like I am today. I feel like I deserve this salary. Can you meet me somewhere in the middle, or can you match this? And if they tell you they cannot, then yeah, it's time to move on. You've given them the opportunity, and it's time to move on to look for something else. And they said one of two things is going to happen. You're going to look, and you're going to find out that, boy, you're lucky to have this job. Or two, you're going to find out you're right, that you're worth a lot more money. And they said, don't be mad at the current job you're at. They're the ones that gave you the skills you have to go get paid more. And I thought that was a very interesting take, that you might find out that, nope, I was wrong. This company really is doing me right. Or it's time to move on.
Yeah.
No one wants to do jobs though.
So much just depends on where you're at, though. I live in a state where the earning diversity is from 0 to all the way to the top. And I don't know.
I don't know. I'm kind of out of show for it.
Yeah, man, we got this comedian thing.
Oh, hey, did you ever get that boat unstuck?
What unstuck?
The boat that they.
Oh yeah. It actually popped out of the hole before the video ever released.
Nice.
Yeah, they ended up digging out both. Hey, the boat's they're still holding it, from what I understand. It they still haven't let it out of there. I imagine they're going to hang the captain from the yard arms. What I think. I think there's some fishy stuff going on. I don't know. I haven't checked in on the last day or two, but last I heard, he was still held up on the ship. He wasn't getting off, and the company released a bunch of records, and inspectors had been on the boat, and they couldn't find nothing wrong.
Hey man, I told you.
Yeah. A crew members reported as saying that he thinks it was high winds, which were high winds. They think high winds blew the ship around, and so the Egyptian president, or whoever he is, whatever, the Egyptian commander in chief or whoever, he said, "Hey man, you can't hold that boat in a straight line. You ain't sailing it out of here."
Oh.
I watched a keel laying ceremony for the next Disney World cruise ship.
Okay.
I don't know that there's anything special about the ship except Minnie Mouse is the captain. That's all I know about I don't know that it's any bigger or any longer. I know nothing like that. But I've never been to a cruise ship. I've seen some on the horizon when I drove past a port. I was amazed at how big this keel was. It's not. It's just a piece of the ship. Not like not even a big piece of the ship. Just the keel, just the very front of the ship. So
Yeah.
cool. So cool. I can't wait to take a cruise. Now my kids are all grown. That's next.
Time to be a high school kid again. Kids are gone. Time to be living it up now.
I'm always amazed. I hear people talking about, don't get that room, don't get this room. Like, room? Who's going to stay in the damn room? You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Put me in the galley for all I care, man. I'll be down at the bottom rowing with the rest of the slaves. I'm getting on a boat.
Right.
I ain't gonna be in a room.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. Why would you? If I go, man, I know people who say they sleep right there on the deck of the boat, like, because when they wake up, man, they wouldn't be there when it wakes up. Like,
yeah, I mean,
party until 3 in the morning, sleep till 9, and go again.
Yeah, these modern ships, they got like shopping malls inside of them, and full size water parks. Like water slides that go off the side of the ship and back on. Like make a loop out there over the ocean and back on the ship. Wave pools. I mean, going to a wave pool on the ship.
Attacked by mosquitoes. Sorry about that. That's great. They never even had one here.
Food, people talking about how the salt water shrinks their clothes. Can't wait to try that out.
That's what I'm blaming for this shirt looking smaller on my midsection. It's the salt water.
Salt water.
It's not the midsection getting bigger.
No. Salt water shrinks your clothes, man. That's what I hear. Yeah, I can't wait to cruise. Hopefully, cruises will pick back up here pretty soon and off in the States, and you can fly out and go in another country and take a cruise, but you can't leave the United States on a cruise.
So for me, the NFL draft is coming. I know you don't care about the draft.
I care about the draft. I want to know where the 3 quarterbacks go.
First, second, and third. Jacksonville's getting their guy. The Jets will get theirs, and San Francisco will get their guy. Easy money. We just don't know which guys are which. Well, I think we all know that. Oh my goodness!
If they all 3 go in the first round, will this be the first time that 3 quarterbacks went in the first round?
No.
You don't think so?
No. It's gonna be more impressive. It's the first time. Isn't the first time we've ever had back 1, 2, and 3 all be quarterbacks. That's what I want.
Yeah. That okay. I'll go. That's still. I'm up with that.
Because we know that I think there's possibly we're going to have 5 quarterbacks taken in this draft in the first round.
Really? Wow.
Well, New England needs one.
Yeah.
Carolina just traded for a quarterback. We know they still need one. Atlanta possibly is going to pick one at number 5. Obviously, Trevor Lawrence is going 1. Zach, forgot his name, is going to go 2 to oh my goodness, to the Jets. Number 3 is going to be kid out of Ohio State. He's going to go to the 49ers.
Yeah.
Atlanta at number 5 is looking. Carolina's possibly looking at number 9 and number 8. New England needs one. So we could have 5 or 6. What's really funny is they're saying that Felipe Franks is the number 10 best quarterback in this draft. And there is a chance after the first round, he is fourth, only 4 quarterbacks left on the board.
Yeah, could be.
For a guy who didn't finish the year at Arkansas, he might get drafted. That's hilarious.
I think Trevor Lawrence is going to be my next favorite quarterback.
I could see that.
I could be wrong, but I'm going to go preliminary. I'm going to say that I think he's probably my next favorite. I really hope so. I need somebody else to watch.
So you know how many times we got told in the college football period that Trevor Lawrence had wheels and he was this fast runner and all this stuff. Did you ever hear that Felipe Franks was fast? Did you ever watch Felipe and think he was fast? At the combine, Felipe ran a faster 40-yard dash than any other quarterback in the draft.
Yeah, he moves a lot like our old tight end. He's very fluid. It just doesn't look like it's speed,
right?
But he turns it on.
Yeah, I just had no idea. He ran a 4.46.
That's impressive that he outran them all.
I think the difference was he didn't have an offensive line keeping him off of it. That when Felipe went to run, they were hitting him from the side and behind him.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, can't everybody open up them Alabama-sized holes, but I think we did pretty good this year, considering
Oh, we did great.
we did pretty
I
good.
just didn't realize how fast Felipe was.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to the draft. It's going to be interesting to record it and watch it the next day at a normal time. I'll have to turn my phone off or something.
I mean, I hate to just turn it this way. I hadn't checked the news today, but you see that Arizona, all the news writers really think that our basketball coach is going to go to Arizona.
He's not going to go to Arizona. But I am surprised at how many people are saying Arizona's a better job than Arkansas.
I think that a lot of news writers haven't spent much time thinking about Arkansas over the last 20 years, and so they have nothing else to say. But
I agree.
I'm saying right now, man, whatever day is, April 11th, 2021, if our coach loses, if he leaves Arkansas from basketball, if he leaves right now, I may be done watching basketball.
How you know he's not going to leave is because he has just brought in the top 3 players in the transfer portal. Arkansas right now is projected as the number 11 team in America going into next year. He's not leaving that. This team, they're already projected to have another Elite 8 run.
And I hope not. I'm sick of, I'm almost, because I'm having these thoughts, I'm almost willing to like our football coach because he stayed a year. I'm so sick of, I'm ready to be used to somebody. I'm so tired of people just leaving.
I wonder, is the reason why so many people loved Coach Nutt, despite we never really won anything, was because at least you had the same guy for 10 stinking years?
I do that, but he was also so charismatic, and he put on those football camps all around the state, and he would go. And so there's a lot of people that really love Nutt, and that's because they met Nutt. They knew him, and he loved Arkansas. He'd show up in South Arkansas, and he knows the guy that owns a duck club, and he's got he just knew everybody because.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you Arkansas. Right now, the way we have done Coach Nutt is a travesty, because that man goes on the SEC network every time he put a camera in front of his face and talks about how great Arkansas is.
It's embarrassing that they haven't hired him to do something.
Something.
Okay, so I cannot believe he's not the athletic director. You can't tell me that whoever has an athletic director is bringing in talent, more talent, better talent than Nutt could. I don't believe it.
I don't either, because what Musselman said something the other day, man. He said, if I bring a guy on this campus to be a coach, and he's not 100% certain that Arkansas can win the championship, I'll give you a hint, he doesn't get hired. Because if you don't believe it, you can't pitch it.
That's right.
Coach Nutt believes it with every part of his being.
Yeah, you're right. He believes it.
So you're 100% right. So I don't believe Musselman's going anywhere. I think any day now you're going to hear a new contract. And if you're the kind of person that does not believe he deserves more money than Calipari, you're wrong. Because Kentucky doesn't have to pay big money to get coaches. Arkansas has to pay big money to keep them.
Yeah.
Calipari makes about $6 million this year. Arkansas needs to offer this man a 5-year, $30 million contract.
And if they haven't, I don't know why not. Because
he's going to get a contract this year. They just need to offer him max money. It needs to be so crazy, so stupid, so dumb that we never deal with this again.
Yeah.
Because Ted, in 2 years away from us not making the tournament, last year you could argue that we needed 2 wins in the SEC tournament to get in. COVID happened. This year, we go from 2-4 in the SEC to winning 10 straight games. We don't lose except for the LSU in the tournament, and then go to the Elite 8 and lose to only by 9 points to Baylor, who beat Gonzaga, who was undefeated until that game, by 20 points. The only game Baylor.
And what's crazy about it is if I could have had 5 minutes with the team, we'd have won the game.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know why they needed somebody else to tell them besides their mama and the coach. You've got to get under the fucking basket. That thing over there, you got to get under there to get the ball. You got to rebound it, man. You can't let the other team get every ball you shoot.
Yeah, but man, we honestly, everybody was talking how great Gonzaga was, but to me, when I watch Baylor play, they might be the best basketball team I've seen in college in 20 years.
Yeah, but
they're just so good.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a bad matchup, and we got put out early because of it. And we should have lost to them in the last game, not the first game.
Yeah. I mean, But the team we got coming back, man, we went and got two guys who both play inside of the ACC who average over 15 points a game, and they both transferred. Penn State's player, I'm sorry, Miami's number one point guard. He was all ACC, so he's not a joke. He's from the University of Miami. He's a Hurricane. He's transferred in. He's 5'7". The only reason why he's not in the NBA right now is he's 5'7" instead of 6'1". He averaged over 15 points a game, over 5 assists, and 5 rebounds at 5'7". He's unbelievable. And then we went and got this guy named Umids, whatever. He averaged 20 and 10 in college. 20 and 10. And they got DeAnthony Toney from Penn State, who averaged 15 points a game as well. He's 6'6", closer to 6'7", and can play all 5 positions. And these guys are already on campus, ready to play this next fall.
That's awesome. I can't wait. As long as the coach doesn't leave.
Coach isn't going anywhere. Those guys would not have come to Arkansas if he was leaving. And this is the greatest time to tell everyone, hey, we're going to start doing sports videos for football and basketball. Start soon. We're going to wait. Probably going to wait till NFL time. If you have a team you want us to follow, drop it in the comments. John will follow whatever gymnastics team you want us to follow, man. Let us know. We're ready.
Big news for role playing if you're into that. I don't know that I am. Not the kind with your wife. I'm talking about like real in life role playing. So, and I know, man, every video, the last 5 videos have been about Disney World. But this is hang on. You might be aware, you may not be, that they built a place in Hollywood Studios in Orlando it's Star Wars land. It's called Batuu. It's a land based off of nothing in the movie, just Star Wars characters can exist there and look, normal. So we've got like the Resistance and we've got, the dark side. Just across the street on a piece of dirt, Disney World is building a hotel that is going to be, it's completely Star Wars themed. It only involves staying 2 nights. It's going to be a 2-night stay, and you could move to another hotel and stay in Disney World for many more days. But this experience is 2 days, two nights long. You arrive in the morning, you get out of your car. It's only valet park. You cannot park your car. Valet park your car. You go inside the entrance, and you're whisked into space in an elevator, like a space elevator, and you feel like you're in a starship. This is not like an all-inclusive kind of a hotel. I mean, there's going to be food's going to be there. There's no swimming pool. There's no water park. When you look out the windows, it's going to look like you're looking out in space. You're not looking outside.
That's cool.
They got a special transport. It's going to transport you from there into Star Wars land at Hollywood Studios. And so you got to like wear like Star Wars, you know what I'm saying? They got to wear like robes and, wear your Star Wars gear the whole time. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so awesome. It's going to be like $5,000 a stay, but when I win the lottery and after it opens. All right, Star Wars. I mean, Disney World pitch over. Hey, that's so cool. Big man, this week, do you see the updates for Clash of Clans? I know we haven't really delved into Clash of Clans yet on our channel, but
so pets.
I thought this was really interesting because right now we're at 100 buildings, and so each building is 1% of damage. And they said recently that they weren't going to break the 100 buildings. They weren't even going to figure out how to deal with that. And so this is pretty cool. So the builder huts are going to turn into battle builder huts. Have you seen this?
No.
So the hut, you'll just like upgrade the hut. And when it does, your builder during the fight, he's going to run around and repair damage. And the builder hut itself is going to be like a war weapon. It's going to have like it look kind of like a like a crossbow. Looked like it was shooting bolts,
wow,
kind of thing. And man, it's really awesome, man. I just can't imagine the builder's going to run around and repair damage, though. I thought it was so cool. And the pets, man. Heroes have their own pets. Going to have a little helper to get through the wall or attack. And
that unicorn's pretty sweet, bro.
I mean, just taking heat off of your hero, So I attack my queen. I always take 4 healers.
Yeah.
Because my queen is a 70. So at a 70 level with 4 healers, she can take the damage from 3 different things at one time and not die with the 4 healers behind her. She can't take on 4. But if she has her pet, and he can get in there and take some heat off of her. You know what I'm saying? Like she might be able to take 4 for long enough to knock out one of those 4. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm excited.
I'm ready, man.
And the Town Hall 14 when you destroy it, giant poison spell is going to drop on whatever troops are on the ground there, so it's going to slow them down.
Okay. When is it supposed to drop?
Huh?
When's it supposed to drop?
As soon as the Town Hall 14 is destroyed, when it's destroyed, it's going to drop on whatever's left.
When
I don't know when the update is. I'm sure it's in a couple of days because the discount thing is over in like 3 more days.
12 hours.
Okay, so yeah, probably I don't know, 15th. I haven't seen a date. I can't find a date, but it's got to be soon.
So I have 11 upgrades to go, not counting walls.
Wow.
Total.
Yeah, come on, man.
Are you done?
I've been done for like 3 months. All I've got is walls and heroes.
Catch up on your heroes, sir.
My queen's is 70 and my king is right behind her. Whereas my wizard's maxed, and then my whatchamacallit, the rogue one is like a 13 or something.
All my heroes are maxed. All I have is some archer towers left.
I'll tell you what, I really feel guilty about heroes because we always have the opportunity at the end of the month to upgrade our heroes with the dark elixir that we end up for the bonus. But then you dive right into clan games, and so more often than not, I don't upgrade a hero when I should. And so I lose an opportunity every month to upgrade, and then by then I've spent it on something in the researching. So I've just about got all my stuff maxed in research.
I don't.
But I've already maxed everything that I use regularly, so now I just feel like it's a waste because I don't even use what I'm upgrading.
Yeah, and that to me, man, that's the biggest problem in the game is that like I have no need for a golem. There's no reason for me to use the golem. I kind of like the ice golems a little bit. I toss them out in front of the my rammer or whatnot, but I have no need for them. I don't like the bowlers. I'm not a bowler guy.
There was like a very brief moment in time when bowlers were very effective, and then it was over.
It was over.
I have not been able to use them in a long time.
Who's the little guy who was the first Dark Elixir character you got? The little fly guy.
Minions.
Minions have been worthless since they entered the game.
Yeah.
Mine are never going to be upgraded. I haven't upgraded my little tiny dragon. I don't see any purpose behind him either. So to me, there's as many worthless characters as there are good characters. For me, flying people who attack in the air, they probably have different viewpoints, but I'm not an air attack guy.
I think that's really a soft spot. I wish they would address. They don't listen to me, obviously, but there's a lot there. You're right. There's a lot of characters that are just pointless.
Yeah, like I don't want to upgrade them. I don't need them.
Yeah.
But yes, so one big positives I liked is the fact that your builder can travel from one account to the other. That's awesome. Because I've got 6 builders going right now on my main account. And yeah, I've definitely taken advantage of this half off thing, man. I think I've got 9 upgrades or 10 upgrades during this period.
Yeah, I figured walls was probably the best usage of that, and so my baby account, I have no more walls to upgrade at the level I'm at there, and now I'm working on half price buildings. I shut down everything just to build walls, just to knock them out because golly, man,
they're so expensive.
When they're 500 wall pieces or so, at $1 million, and then instead of $1 million, it was only 500, and then with the month-long discount thing you get, right now at the end they were only 420,000 with the discounts because of the month, the special thing, but yeah, that was just amazing to just get to knock the walls out. I think my walls now, my baby account, are as strong as they were on my main account when I became a Town Hall 13, I believe.
So it's funny you said that, man. My lowest, I have a lot of accounts, guys. So my lowest account, he is a Town Hall. Is it 8? Is the black Town Hall?
I think so.
He has all red walls. I'm working to get them all red.
Mm-hmm.
That is amazing because That used to be the max
Right.
for Town Hall 10.
Yeah.
I mean, it is just psychotic to think like every time I upgrade it, and now it is so funny, man. Like now as I upgrade him, he's just barely to Town Hall for a minute because it's just one time around with the walls, one upgrade for everything, and he's done. Versus when me and you came up, man, it was like two upgrades per wall. Plus, it seemed like every time we were about to catch up, a new Town Hall dropped, and there was all this new stuff to build all over.
Yep.
So it's amazing to me how I think I started Mutant. I started Mutant since after I came back from Iraq. So less than 8 months ago, I opened 9 months ago, I started Mutant. And he's a Town Hall 8. And he's about to be a max Town Hall 8. Like it's just so much faster to move up.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, especially with the month special, that really helps out a lot. You know, that's a shot in the arm. And what's crazy right now, my baby base, my pink elixir, I'm almost completely full, almost a whole 8 million. I have not one thing that I could go blow it on. So whoever's attacking me right now, man, they're taking it home because even when I research something, it's only like 1.5 million. And then, you know, I'm trying not to build anything with pink elixir because at this level, all I'm building would be like a dark elixir, barracks, and spells. You know, and if you research a dark elixir spell thing, man, you can't make any dark spells. You know, because you're out of commission. You know,
they have got to change that, man. They have got to change that. If I'm upgrading that, when I upgrade a barracks or a spell, that should not take that out of the game.
Yeah.
Just like with the Town Hall, when I upgrade a Town Hall, I still get to use the Town Hall.
That's right.
Yeah, not the Town Hall, the Clan Castle. When I upgrade a Clan Castle, it's still in the game. It should be the same way. Yeah, because it is. It's devastating. So we did great on our last war, man. We can't finish second place in Clan Wars.
I was impressed because I didn't think we were doing that good.
But you didn't think we were going to do that well? Or
I didn't think we were doing that good. Yeah, then we ended up coming in second place. Yeah, I was really amazed.
Yeah, and that's back to back, man. We finished second last time and second this time. Normally, when we have a good showing, we should get obliterated the next time because we jump into that next level.
Right.
Yeah, I was very happy with that. And to think that like Matt missed an attack, I missed one attack. Yeah. And I mean, don't misunderstand me. The 3 attacks that were missed wouldn't have put us in first place. But it's just amazing we finished in second place, even with 3 missed attacks for the week, which is pretty awesome, pretty impressive.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, pretty excited about that. But yeah, man, Town Hall 14, I'm excited.
It's gonna be green and yellow. Did you see that? Green and yellow walls.
Yeah. Yeah. Which means I just now got the light blue ones, got a couple dark blue ones, and there's green and yellow ones coming out. Sweet.
So do you think by this time next year, do you think you'll have max walls?
No.
How long will it take before you see somebody after the Town Hall drop? How long will it take before you see a base with all max walls? 2 days? A month?
Yeah, 2 days, a month.
I'm amazed at the people that just shell the money out for this game.
Yeah.
You know, Clash of Clans has been in the past, it has been the most profitable game, you know, for a year because of the in-app sales. I'm surprised that anybody still makes games for you know, like Xbox or something, because it seems like all the profit right now is in on-phone video games.
Yeah. What I love about this game, though, man, is you don't have to spend a penny. This is not one of those games where, like, you've got to shell out money. You don't have to. I've not spent a penny on. I think I spent $5 on Gur because I got the Queen and a level up of the King at the same time. I got a Queen at level 5 and upgraded my King for $5, and I was like, yeah. But that was 2 years ago. That was forever ago, man.
Wow. Yeah.
I've never spent anything on Gur. I'm sorry, on Razor Fire, and nothing on Mute. And of course, I paid the little $2.50 or what it is monthly for for my main account.
Yeah, I do. I pay that for both of mine for the season thing because I like the one GM donations.
Yep.
I just donate back and forth to myself all day.
Yeah. 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 It's unbelievable. Yeah, it just blows my mind, man. How fast people just either are growing their accounts or how fast they're cheating. And they're not cheating, they're paying money out.
Paying, yeah, man. Yep.
It's just
Paying.
nuts. Well, sir,
Oh man.
Ted's gonna fall asleep on us.
Man, I've been getting ready to go fishing. I made a new background for my phone.
Oh man. There you go. There you go. Apple. I don't know if you guys noticed that. All Apple all day.
Well, yeah, anyway. I don't know.
Yeah.
So they've announced a change to their buyback program this week. I haven't read it yet, but I may not have another Apple after this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what
I mean, I've got.
is, there you go.
But
yeah, I mean, I'm ready to get in that water. I've got to doing a little work to
Yeah.
the boat this weekend, and I don't have the batteries back in yet. Everybody else probably out there catching the monsters, but
they've been having sailboat races out
yeah.
here. It's been fun to watch, man, mate. When they turn,
What is a sambo?
was a sailboat.
Oh, sailboat races. Okay.
Yeah. So when I go out with Jim on his sailboat, like we pull a little button and kind of just slowly turn. When they do it, man, they grab a hold of that top mast.
Yeah.
And they pull it all the way to the ground, all the way to the water, and that whips around that freaking buoy. And I was like, whew, I'm gonna stay right here on the sand. That looks a little dangerous. But they do, man. They whip them things around. They're solid.
I was watching a review last night of a cigar boat. I didn't know there's actually this is how poor I am, guys. There's a company, and the name of the company is Cigar, and they build boats, and so that's why, hence the name Cigar Boat, not just long and whatever. So he's in a review of a cigar boat, a brand new one, 59 feet long, weighs in at 31,600 pounds with fuel on board and engines. This baby had not one, not two. It had 6 450 horse engines on the back.
Goodness.
They, make their way through the channel when they hit that open water and put the power down, put the pedal to the metal, whatever, rammed them forward. I don't know. This baby was rolling at 80 miles an hour across the water.
Goodness. Well, tell you where my mind was at. I was imagining back there just having a start. Everyone, we just on one today. Holy goodness, guys.
No, you can't pull a 450.
Yeah, that's where my brain was at.
My little old junkyard boat, man, it's got 115 horse on the back, and it's that flywheel's made where you can wrap a rope around for an emergency start, if your battery's dead or something. My father-in-law says, "Hey, you got a rope for that?" Who's pulling on it? You know what I'm saying? That baby's dead. We're calling somebody. Ain't no way. Pull that thing.
Attach it to another boat.
Right. Yeah. Right. I know. I probably should get a rope for it. I know. Oh man, great video.
Great video. Are you trying to tell me it's that time?
It's that time, man.
It's that. I don't wear a watch.
And it's not Howdy Doody time.
Yeah. That was old school, bro. That was like old school.
Yeah, I mean, I heard it said on Back to the Future the other day. I've never watched Howdy Doody.
Yeah. Man, like, share, subscribe, tell your friends if you enjoy laughing with us or at us. We don't mind. Thanks for watching. Appreciate all of you guys. Again, hit that button, both of them, the red one and the like button. Ted at this point normally has it pop up on our face. The like, share, subscribe.
Like, share, subscribe.
But
please.
Yeah, man. Cue that bug zapper.